So I'm here with a team number 2 of Sharmaji Namkeen because team number 1 is done. Okay, so first let me get to the point that Juhi, can you cook like Sharmaji?
I cannot cook and I cannot eat like Sharmaji. I have failed on both accounts.
I can surely eat like Sharmaji. What about you boys?
I'm with you on that. I look forward to the food like Sharmaji would, and like Rishi Kapoor was known, he really looked forward to his lunch break as well as his night meal. I'm exactly like that.
What about you boys?
I can cook, but whether you'd like to eat that, I'm not very sure about that.
At your own risk.
I'm very good at eating and it's a sacred process for me, so I don't allow any other distractions like cooking to come in the middle.
Okay, now let's come to what you said that Rishi Kapoor used to love food. We all know that. What was it, eating process, the lunch process for him on set?
To be honest, मैंने उनका डब्बा तो नहीं देखा, but मेरे को वो scene याद आता है. Luck by chance में, which is that we are playing this, Punjabi producer and his wife couple.
Romi
I remember that.
हाँ क्या था?
Romi Rolly.
Romi Rolly.
It was so funny.
And वो घर से उनका डब्बा एकदम sprouts और salads के साथ आता है और वो बोलते हैं ये क्या है? मेरा खाना कहाँ है? So that was Chintu ji.
I hope you have behind the scenes with Rishi ji because that will be a tribute to him.
Yeah, you'll get to see some of it. You will get to see some of it. You will.
Okay, Juhi, tell us, when he was shooting this, he was already unwell. So him going, treatment, coming back and forth, what was that like even for you guys, What was that like?
So yeah, he had come back, we started shooting. And I mean, performance-wise, I'm telling you, was sparkling. Like, I was envious. I didn't like what was happening. मतलब अगर वो दूसरी heroine होता तो मैं तो picture छोड़ देती. Only thing I do remember that at some moments ना he would sit like in the morning, he'd sit in the sun. तो हम लोग अंदर अगर shooting कर रहे थे, he would go and just sit in the sun, be on his phone and be a little quiet. Once or something he said, I'm tired in the evening. I'm tired. Like I just remember that, and I'm like. But otherwise, I'm telling you, on screen, तो he
आग लगा दिया उन्होंने.
Yeah.
I think I remember just during COVID when he was being admitted to this, and he knew films. I went and met him at home 2 days before he went to the Reliance Hospital. And the only thing he said, listen, I'm going to go in, I'm going to get this treatment done because it's just shown up. Because he was fine when he came back, he was in remission at that point. And that's why we shot for 15-20 days in Delhi. Then because of lockdown, again we had to come back. And he said, I'm going to go in, do this treatment, and by the time out, because that time this whole lockdown was there, but he thought I'm going to come back and I'm going to finish this film. I never got to see him in hospital. That's when he passed away. But I remember Ranbir telling me that he was constantly only having one thing, saying, I want to go back and finish this film. I want to go back and finish this film. Yeah. So that was on his mind.
So
I think you all went to meet him. I think Honey went to the hospital and met him. And even in the hospital, he said to Dharma, I'll finish karke, I'll be done and I'm going to come and finish your film. I'm not going anywhere till I finish this film.
So sweet. Taaruk, tell me, what was your experience like? You lucky boy worked with both Paresh ji and Rishi ji.
It is surreal to believe that I'm a part of this. And, there are some things that I wish turned out differently, but at the end, I think it turned out to be very, very special. And of course, I feel like the luckiest person in the world. And I remember the last conversation I had with Rishi ji was Sohail and I were in the car with him and we were shooting a scene. And that was the last time we spoke. And he said, ज़रा अपने सारे details मेरे फ़ोन में डाल दो. कभी-कभी ना लोग एक्टरों के बारे में पूछते हैं तो मैं तुम्हारा नाम दूँगा. And that day, first of all, like Sohail and I were like going mad, like inside. We were trying to be cool about it, but we were just like, oh my god. And then when we heard, like it was devastating because like we had finally built a relationship with this person over time. It was like a family used to come back every 6 months and meet. But yeah, I mean, it's been a surreal experience for me.
Yes, of course. But कभी डांट पड़ी ऋषि जी से?
बिल्कुल.
हाँ, of course.
But like
डांट नहीं पड़ने से you're not his own, right?
Yeah, that's true.
But it never
Then you're the
affected
inner
us.
circle.
Yeah. It never affected us because right after that we were discussing lunch. you know,
खाने में क्या है?
yeah, it was in Delhi especially. We were looking for places to eat, and he even went to my dad's restaurant to eat. Like that was amazing. Like, and without me saying anything. So I told him about it. He said, "Oh, what Kashmiri food? I know about Kashmiri food." I said, "Okay, cool." That's it. Nothing like please go, because I was also like, okay. Next day, I get a call from my dad that he's here. Did you? I said, wow. So he was a delight to be around. Also, I've never seen a person perform like that. I was in constant awe to a point where I've forgotten lines. I've not said things at points because I was just staring. You know, like for an actor like me, I was just like, my God, this is the level people reached. Like, I was completely stunned by how brilliant. Like Juhi ma'am just said, like it's, you know, he instantly switches on and switches off. Like he could be discussing, God knows what, 2 seconds before action, and he is completely Sharmaji right after that.
Wow.
And as soon as it cuts, he's again, वो कहाँ गया, वो लाया था, वो peanut, वो कहाँ गया. Like, it was.
सब घूम फिर पे
खाने पे. सब घूम फिर के खाने पे. Then comes Paresh into the picture.
Yeah.
What was that like? He's also very funny.
Yeah, he's very funny, but he's very different from
Yeah,
Chimchuri,
yeah.
like, nothing like
He's as cool as I thought he would be.
Yeah?
Like, because, you know, like, sometimes it's funny, right? These people are a part of pop culture conversation, right? Like, you know, one day Suhail and I were sitting and galti se aise, we were just cracking some joke and we said, Kapoor's the criminals. Okay. This goes deep because we didn't realize the person who said that is sitting in front of us. So he just looked at us saying, nice. So yeah, I mean, it was a different experience, but a brilliant experience with both of them.
Like I said, I really enjoyed the trailer and I can't wait to watch the film. But I wish I could see him on the big screen. That is one thing that, it's his last film, why wouldn't we not?
Yeah, it's something we all feel very strongly about, and but unfortunately this was planned in a certain way, and it would be a, you know, I think what Amazon has done is they had put a serious commitment behind the film of positioning it in a certain way, and this was pre-decided because you can't just decide 2 months before.
Yeah,
This has to be decided
absolutely.
because they have windows within which they plan. So there was one way, because see, the thing is, most of our films go to Amazon anyways post-theatrical. But there was so much already planning going in, them windowing it, putting a slot into their, you know, and a pre-planning done, that it was unfair for me to tell them now to let me pull it out, though they would have not even said anything to me if I'd done it, but it was not. And I think they're giving an excellent platform in positioning the film, making sure it reaches out, not only within India, even overseas. Because theatrically also, the fact is, we may, whatever we may do, however good the film is, and with the word of mouth, it'll grow and grow. Unfortunately, we have only 52 weeks.
Yeah.
We have very limited screens. We are the most under-screened country compared to the kind of content we make. So even by the time the next movie coming on Friday would have eaten away into the primary show timing. So I think it would just be a half way, you know. So, and we had already announced this date, everything was pre-planned. So we just stood by it, and I think we are all doing everything we can to give it the maximum, you know, getting it discovered by as many people so that they can come and watch it. And that's what we should do. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter where they watch it as long as they watch it and enjoy the film.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.
Abhira.